Hello, this is Derek from the Portable Bar Company, and I'm joined today by Phillip Higginbotham, a customer of ours using our flash bar. I wanted to check in with Phillip and see how the flash bar is working out. Phillip, thank you so much for taking the time. Why don't we start with introducing yourself and tell us a little bit about what you do?
Like I said, my name is Phillip Higginbotham. I'm a marketing director, marketing promotions director for iHeartMedia here in Charlotte. My two main stations are an active rock station, 1065 The Inn, and then a kind of a classic hit adult station, 1029 The Lake. So that's my gig.
Fantastic. And before we get into how you're using the flash bar, can you tell me a bit about the problem you were facing before you purchased the flash bar?
Really, the problem was that we wanted to reinvent how we had artists come into the sound stage, and we wanted to add a cooler vibe and it not look like it was in a hallway or just kind of piecemealed together. We wanted to make it as close to like a cool venue as possible with what we had to work with, and so the room kind of looked empty, and we tried to put some different furniture in place. And I was online Googling. I was like, we need a bar. And I was like, I need a portable bar. And you guys popped up and I saw the flash bar and I was like, this is exactly what we need. So, excuse me, went to my GM and showed him a picture and we did the whole tutorial online. And he was like, order it up. And so we did. I'll show you um, kind of what this is the room. So the artist signed the wall, and then that's our performance studio. I mean, the where they perform, and then we added the bar as part of the ambiance to make it look like an actual venue.
Yeah.
Uh, so that's kind of what we use it for right now. And then we have a couple sponsors that are shit back there, but we got a couple sponsors: Tito Vodka, some local breweries that come in and stock the bar.
That's fantastic. So yeah, at iHeartMedia, you've got a lot of events, a lot of people coming through, and as you and I both know, presentation is everything. So you wanted something a bit more professional and classy to really bring the atmosphere together.
Yeah, we didn't want like a homemade bar. People were like, "Oh, we'll build one," or we know a guy that makes them, and I didn't want that. Like, I wanted it to look like a legitimate bar that somebody would see, at a festival or at a venue or any of those. I wanted it to fit the classiness of the room, and for us with the LED lights and with the panels because we were able to customize it not only for us, but we have a sponsor on the other side of it. It just added that extra sizzle to what we were looking for.
That's great. Did you have any main concerns when you were buying the flash bar?
I didn't know because a lot of times when you look at something online, you don't really know if what you're getting it, when you get it, if that's what it is. And while it looked cool online, I was hoping that when it got here, it would look as cool, and it did. I mean, when I put it up, I was building it another guy came in and started helping, but the toughest thing about building the bar was opening the packages like that. Whoever wrapped them, kudos to those guys because they did a phenomenal job. But the way that we set it up was super. I think we had it up within 15 minutes, so it was a great. I mean, for us, if we wanted to break it down and take it to events and all that other stuff, we absolutely could. Sorry about that.
No problem. Things are busy at the iHeartMedia studios.
Yeah, that was actually one of our sponsors picking up. We had Allspring in here last Friday.
Oh, cool.
And so we had Tito's vodka on the bar, and we had a little Bloody Mary stand, and listeners got to. And the reason we have, just so you know, the lead singer Dexter has hot sauce out now, so we were mixing Bloody Marys with his hot sauce on the bar.
Nice.
Uh, so it was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, you've had the bar now for a few months, um, versus now having the bar versus before when you didn't have that solution. What's been the result after using it for a few months?
It's really, in all honesty, it's been a tool to help us really sell this room, especially to beverage sponsors and stuff like that. because before they would literally just, like I said, come into the hallway and we would have a table set up with a tablecloth on it, and it just didn't look classy. So now when, you know, Tito's Vodka or Miller Lite or Bud Light or whoever else comes in the room and they see it, they're like, oh my God, we can put product, everywhere, and they can really own that spot. And it gives those guys, because concerts and drinks go hand in hand,
Hmm.
and so it really gives those guys the ability not only to look good, but it gives them a place to put it. And like I said, I hate to use the word sizzle, but it totally just sells the sizzle of the room, for us. So it's really been while it looks cool and listeners love it and everybody wants one for their garage. Trust me, if I had 5 grand, I'd have one in my garage. Uh, but it really helps us generate revenue for this room, with sponsors.
That's fantastic. So you've been using the branding and the panels to sell sponsorships.
Right. So we can have anybody come in, and if they want to be a part of the bar, um, we can repanel it and stuff like that. So
That's really
it's
cool. That's cool to
yeah.
hear. Maybe are there any other, maybe give us three benefits, other benefits other than the branding that you've seen since using the bar?
Well, for me, like the look is awesome. The speed rails on the bottom, I really dig.
Hmm.
For us, because we have to move at such a fast rate, we have to tear down rooms, set up rooms, rather quickly. Being able to break this thing down as fast as we can and put it back up should we need to, is super convenient, because it's not heavy either. So you're not in here slaving, or like just sweating profusely trying to get it out. So for me, selfishly, it's so easy to break down and put back up, that it's worth it just for that alone. And then, like I said, I mean, really, uh, just the style, what we're doing, promotionally, with the vibe, how we even want to brand iHeart as a whole. It fits into that coolness. Oh, that's radio. That's a different experience, and it's a money can't buy experience. And so when people come into this room and they see a band, the bar kind of helps add that flavor of that money can't buy experience. So.
That's super cool. I love hearing that. Let's see. Uh, I guess is there anything else that you'd want to add? That's fantastic. Thank you so much for your words. Was Is there anything else that you'd like to add?
I mean, if you guys need a personal endorser, please give me a call. I'll give you my address to drop it off so I can test it out, in the garage, see the play. Now, I mean, it really is one of the coolest things. I mean, in all honesty, there's probably 300 people a week that come through here because of all the artists that we have, and the number one thing besides the Call of Duty that we have for the artists to play with Mario Kart, the actual performance is the bar.
Hmm.
Like, people go crazy for it. So if you guys want to send me promotional stuff to put out at the bar, please do, because there's enough people in here that would probably gladly take a flight there just to see what it's all about.
Fantastic. Yeah, I think we can work something out there. Let me ask you this one last question. How does it feel durability wise? How is it constructed? Does it feel strong? Do you feel like it's gonna last for a long time, where you're gonna see a return on your investment?
Yeah, I mean, from what I can tell from the simple breakdowns that we've done, I haven't put it through the ringer, meaning taking it out to our big shows at our Ampdoor amphitheaters, putting it in the hands of 21-year-old kids to beat up, and because they're tired or lazy and they don't really, but from my putting it together here, I mean, it seems pretty durable. I don't think it was going to go anywhere. And I think my only concern would be protecting the panels, which
Hmm.
there's probably not a whole lot you could do about, unless it was a plexiglass over it, that
Hmm.
you slid in and out panels. But as far as like, the overall construction, it's pretty sturdy.
Fantastic, Philip. Well, thank you so much for your time. I really, really appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. It was super nice meeting you.
Yeah, you as well.